Welcome back to the News at 10. A new collaborative effort between Enugu State and the American government is in progress. It's intended to tackle developmental issues in the state. The American ambassador to Nigeria, Walter Symington, who is visiting Enugu State, told the governor he intends to firm up relations with the government of Enugu.
Of Eastern region. And today we have his son, who is also one of my advisors.
Really? Wonderful. The governor takes the ambassador on a tour through the leadership history of the state, from when it was an eastern region to his administration.
First Anambra State.
Yes, first Anambra. This was East Central State.
So this was 76?
Yeah, this one was 1976 to 1979.
Also at the meeting room is the first female deputy governor of the state. And for the American ambassador, Enugu State has witnessed tremendous progress.
And Governor, what I'd love to do now, if I might, is to ask you to share with us at this beginning of this new year in this beautiful state that you're, I know, fortunate to lead. I'd love it if you could share with us some of your thoughts about what is most important that we should know as we begin this year, and as I begin my work here in Nigeria as your American ambassador.
The governor himself is excited about the new relationship and highlights the areas where assistance is most needed.
We solicit the direct assistance of the United States government in the development of some critical sectors of the state economy, such as irrigation, healthcare, agriculture, and security, especially through the provision of modern communication equipment and other gadgets. We want to assure you that any commitment or investment that the United States government or organizations from the country may choose to make in Enugu State is guaranteed to yield desired dividends and satisfy the interest of all parties involved.
It is said that alone little is achieved, but together more is done, as the governor assures the ambassador of his commitment to partner with the U.S. government in investment for socio-economic growth in the state.
Meanwhile, the development of the entire Anambra State lies in tapping into the huge natural resources found in Anambra North Senatorial Zone. This is coming from the state governor, Willie Obiano, at the Silver Jubilee celebration of some Catholic priests at the Pastoral Retreat Center, Awka South local government area. The governor says Anambra North is where the wealth and future of the state lies, and with proper administration will lift it to greater heights.
The Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, here to celebrate with Catholic priests marking their 25 years in the service of the church. Commended for his achievements in agriculture and security, he is, however, reminded by the clergy of his pledge to transform Awka, the capital city.
When you took office as the governor, we had a discussion. You mentioned certain things and you have been carrying out those things. The first thing you told me was that Awka does not have a befitting look of a capital city.
His achievements are known to many in the state, so the governor does not dwell too much on them. Rather, he touches on some other issues about the future of Anambra's development destination.
First, we have to ask ourselves, where is the future of Anambra? The future of Anambra, where is it? And the answer, and this is the truth, I want you to find out, the answer is that the future of Anambra lies in the North Senatorial District. Why? The 4 oil blocks that we have at Anambra will be there in Wado. The other 3 in our building. Do you know that you cannot access those places through Anambra?
With 4 oil wells working and massive agricultural boom, it appears residents of Anambra State are in for some good times ahead.
Host communities to the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, FUTO, in Imo State have accused the institution of forcefully acquiring and illegally occupying part of their land without proper consultation and compensation to the owners of the land. They also accuse the institution of failing in its corporate social responsibility as against what is contained in the agreement between the institution and the host communities during its establishment. However, at the time of this report, there has been no response from the university authorities. Our community report tonight looks at the land dispute issues between the Federal University of Technology Owerri and its host communities.
Now you're talking.
When the Federal University of Technology Owerri was established in 1980, it was met with great excitement by the host community, considering the employment opportunities that would arise from the relationship. But 37 years on, all that appears to have turned sour, as both parties are at loggerheads with accusations of encroachment rife. How the things turned so sour to the extent that some members of the 11 communities will deny knowledge of any arrangement with the institution.
They acquired the land wrongly. They said they paid us compensation. I said there is no compensation paid to us. Rather than economic trees, which was around the building, around our compounds, that they paid for.
For this man, the university's encroachment is an attempt to destroy the livelihood of the communities.
Everybody knows that our occupation here is farming, and we feed ourselves through it. Then if they should take everything, how are we going to sustain our living?
This man shows some of the areas of contention, saying that the university has taken too much advantage.
We're not asking FUTO to go. We're not asking them to go, but they should release part of those land back to the landowners. Then, two, we're accusing them of failure to meet with their social responsibility to our communities. They should sit down with the community leaders and agree on some concessions they can give to our population of youths and whatever elders and all that to ensure that we have a sense of belonging.
There has been no comment from the university on the matter, an indication that it is most likely preparing its defense. One thing both parties should consider is that no matter how bad it gets, this problem should end well, because anything contrary will not be in their best interest.
Etisola, now you're talking.
The widespread claim of fake Amstel mortar in circulation has been debunked by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The Director General of the SON, represented by the Deputy Director, Mr. Fred Akingbe-Sote, during a news conference in Lagos, explained that Nigerian breweries has met all of the SON's safety and quality requirements and has complied with all requirements of the new National Industrial Standard logo.
Good night.
Why add more when you don't need to?
In August 2016, Amstel Mortar, one of the leading brands of Nigerian breweries, was repackaged with a slogan, "Why add more?" Shortly after the campaign, a picture went viral that a fake version of Amstel Mortar is in circulation. Nigerian Breweries says this was because of the new packaging. Wearing the new NIS logo, which was different from the old logo of the Standard Organization of Nigeria.
We want to commend the management of the company for living up to the expectation of the applicable statutory and regulatory requirements.
Kufre Ekanem, Nigerian Breweries Corporate Affairs Advisor, maintains that Amstel Mortar is one of the first brands to comply with the SON directives.
In compliance with the new mandatory NIS quality logo from the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Indeed, Amstel Mortar was the first malt drink in Nigeria to adopt the new NIS logo on its packaging.
After a strong declaration of Amstel Mortar as a premium quality drink, how does it intend to control future misrepresentation of its brand in the public?
We will not let ourselves be distracted by what they do. We'll keep informing the consuming public that Amstel Mortar is a premium quality malt drink. It has the highest quality mark.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria also has a word for the Nigerian consumers.
We've reviewed it and improved on it, on all these formats, these logos. So we are working hard on it to make sure that people are not our good intention is not being misinterpreted.
As the Nigerian Breweries PLC reiterates its commitment to highest quality control standards in all its brands, Nigerians can always expect to get a top value for every drink from the Nigerian Breweries PLC.
Amstel Malta, all the taste with less sugar.
And now to the arts, where Segun Taylor takes viewers down memory lane with her photo exhibition. She compares urban and rural life by focusing on children. Our Tribute tonight takes a look at her work.
Children are the future, and that's why this artist is fascinated by them, especially those living in the rural areas. For her latest project, she decided to build it around them, looking at life in the city compared to the village.
You'll notice that it's very difficult for them to make fun, to make themselves happy, you know. Like the city kids, you can see that you have a playground everywhere, you understand what I'm saying? But the rural children improvise for themselves.
Over 10 images in black and white capture these emotions we see. These little ones playing, crying, or just being curious.
The one that I tagged my brother's keeper, the two kids, you know, when I saw them, I was intrigued. And what were they eating exactly? But, you know, the other one was asking the other one for food. That one was maybe taking Gary. And the other one stretched his hands, you know, and the other one gave him some Gary. That one is a series with my brother's keeper. So I was really touched because I was just following the series to see where it will end up. You understand? And then another one that intrigued me that I called the builders.
Despite a significant increase in net enrollment rate in recent years, it is estimated that about 4.7 million children of primary school age are still not in school. This artist is worried about the numbers. Segun Taylor has worked with the defunct Quality magazine as a photojournalist. She attended the School of Photography in the United Kingdom, where she specialized in still life, portrait, and scenery. This show is a continuation of the last one, and from the looks of things, she intends to keep this conversation alive through these images until the numbers of educated children go up. And if more artists make noise about it, that can happen sooner than later.
Weeks into the ban on the importation of vehicles through land borders, operators are asking for more time to enable them clear their backlog of imports. During a visit by Channels Television to a land border in Lagos, many of the agents explained that their business, which provides jobs for thousands of people, has been stalled.
Seme, one of the most vital border regions in West Africa, is witnessing slow economic activities owing to the recent ban on the importation of vehicles through the land borders. On the side of those to effect this directive, they say their stand is clear.
Ensure that no vehicle, new or old, gets into this country. We also reconstituted our patrol teams and send them to likely routes that smugglers might use to bring in these vehicles.
The vehicle seat, which stands as the duty collection point, is now moribund, and officers in that department are now redeployed. You could hardly walk through this entire space before, but now it has only 23 vehicles which were caught up in the last hours of effecting the ban. and a living from this business are not happy about this sudden situation. They fault the action of the Benino officials in revenue leakages, but seek for more time to enable them clear the backlog of imports.
Benin authority, they will collect their transit duty and come to the border and throw the vehicles into the hands of smugglers and all of that. So those vehicles find their way into Nigeria. Yes, which is for a good reason. The Nigerian government have taken the step of saying, okay, if we cannot get duties, adequate duties from these vehicles, let us put a ban on it.
Most of them are working with bank money. So if the federal government can just look into it and give us some time, at least minimum of 2-3 months.
One of the cardinal points of the government is that he is going to create employment.
Next on the news at 10, Abia Warriors stunned defending champions Enugu Rangers on home ground in match day 1 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. We'll have more sports news.